If you're like us, you watch the teaser like 100 times to try to find hidden clues and messages about Descendants 3. We noticed some pretty interesting details that you might have missed. You're not going to believe what we discovered at number 1. Want to geek out with us on all things Descendants? Subscribe to The Things and give us a big thumbs up. And now, here are 5 hidden messages in the Descendants 3 teaser you might have missed. The Enchanted Forest. Okay, so let's break this down moment by moment. The teaser is only 30 seconds long, but we were able to extract a lot of information in that brief 30 seconds. Like Mal's location. She appears to be in some sort of enchanted forest. Since there is no magic on the Isle, that means Mal is probably in Auradon, or maybe the outskirts. In Descendants 2, Audrey called Chad and asked him to come rescue her in a faraway Sherwood forest. Could that be where we find Mal in the teaser? If she's not on the Isle, it's possible that Mal's dad is not a villain. If he was a villain stuck on the Isle, he wouldn't have the magical ability to make himself into a glowing smoky orb thingy. We think that could mean he's a human. In the book, Maleficent does say that she had a moment of weakness with a feeble human, but humans don't have magical powers. So did Maleficent trap him in that flower pot? He seems like he is trying to escape, or maybe he is sending a message from somewhere beyond, the underworld perhaps? All we know is that the Enchanted Forest looks crazy spooky. Quite an interesting place to be reunited with your pops. Mal's evil attire. Let's talk fashion for a second. Mal appears in this enchanted forest wearing the same outfit she was wearing when she returned to the Isle in Descendants 2. In the Descendants 3 teaser, she's stepping through the forest in those sparkling rockstar boots, tight purple leather pants, about 15 shiny belts, a trippy green undershirt, and a purple leather jacket with mini dragon wings on the back. Her hair is the same as it was after Dizzy gave her that makeover at Lady Tremaine's Curl Up and Die salon in the second film. Dizzy did us all a favor by returning her to her wicked cool look that we all loved so much. So we think the hidden message here is that Mal is returning to her evil roots once again. Mal seems to be conflicted between where she comes from and who she is becoming. She could be on a quest to find herself. Maybe she is seeking answers and finds a huge missing piece in the puzzle, her dad. We are just wondering how she got back into that outfit after the cotillion in Descendants 2. Somewhere between Descendants 2 and Descendants 3, she goes from Belle of the Ball on a boat to Bad Bold Beauty in a boss. We want to know what inspired this wardrobe change. The Inmost Cave. It's pretty clear that Mal has an awesome tribe of misfits to rely on for friendship. So where are they in the teaser? That leads us to hidden message number 3, the Inmost Cave. If you've read the hero's journey, you'll know that in most stories, there is a point at which the hero has to confront some things about herself and her past. This is usually a reckoning with some deep inner conflict that the hero must face in order to move on and triumph in the end. Mal is totally alone in the spooky forest. There is no Ben, no Evie, no Jay, or Carlos. She is facing this big moment completely on her own. We think that's pretty significant. Mal went off on her own to the Isle in Descendants 2, but this new quest seems to be a bit more treacherous. Mal has probably been wondering about her father for a long time. What else would make her wander out into the dark woods alone? She is seeking something. She wants answers. Well, she came to the right forest. In the teaser, she finds herself in this garden of botanical dads. And even though her dad is a mysterious glowing ball, she seems to recognize him, or at the very least, his voice. She calls him Dad, like she knows him. Force field. Alright, we're not kidding when we said we watched this teaser like 100 times to find hidden clues. We paused it and went through it frame by frame, and when we did, we discovered another interesting thing we missed before. It seems like Mal's dad pulses with a big burst of energy, and Mal backs up to protect herself. That's not exactly the warm, inviting hug a girl would expect from her father, which leads us to our next clue. Mal's dad can't touch her. It's clear that he is trying to break through to be able to get to Mal, but even with that big flash of light and magic, he can't reach her, and she backs up and shields herself. That's not a good sign. This makes us think that Mal's dad is trapped somewhere from which he is desperately trying to escape. Mal seems pretty guarded when her dad's force field pulses. Does Mal have a history with her dad, or did her mom Maleficent fill her head with stories about how awful he was? Whatever is happening, it seems like a pretty unnerving encounter with the old man. This dad is going to have to work even harder than most since he seems to be without a body at the moment. A hidden face. You're not going to believe this other major clue we found when we slowed down the teaser and went frame by frame. If you pause it at 23 seconds, you'll see it too. It's a hidden face in the smoky dad orb. And if you pause it at 25 seconds, you see the face face even more defined, but this time it looks like it has a mustache. Mal seems to recognize her dad through the smoke and flashing light, but is she responding to his voice whispering her name, or does she see his face in the glow? We narrowed it down and based this phosphorus face we came up with a couple of possibilities for who Mal's dad is. Our first guess from that freeze frame at 23 seconds is Hades. It kind of looks like him, right? And we know fans are speculating about Hades being Mal's dad, and him trying to communicate with her from the underworld. Our other theory stems from the face we saw at 25 seconds. You know, the one with the mustache? That totally looks like Captain Hook. That would make Harry Hook her hottie half-brother. So is Mal half pirate or half underworld? Either way, these two bad dad theories would make her all evil. What do you think? And those are 5 hidden messages in the Descendants 3 teaser you might have missed. Find some hidden messages of your own? Comment below. We'd love to read them. Thanks for watching The Things. See you next time.